Hello fellow modelers, in this video I'm going to build a little bit unusual kit of a Japanese fighter Ki-84. It is EggPlane indeed and already looks so cute. There are only a few parts and you don't need glue or colors. Even you can use instead water slide decals or dry stickers. Interesting indeed. As usual, first I cut out plastic parts from sprue with sharp side cutters and clean mold lines with a knife and sandpaper. The parts fits quite well, however I want to build this model properly, so I fix all parts with a glue. The kit is very simplified, but it does not matter. You can just make a few modifications like drill holes to exhaust pipes. It will be a nice detail. When the work is done, I melt down plastic dust with a thin glue. Anyway, before I assemble fuselage, I must paint the cockpit and engine. And in the end I make details more browns with a dark brown wash. The stickers are nice and easy, but I'm glad that in the kit are classic decals. I simply cut them out from paper with a sharp scissors and moisten paper in water. You can transfer decals to direct place after a few seconds. I apply decal setter which dissolves varnish and afterward copy above details on plastic. You can use hair dryer to accelerate drying time. When the process is done, I create cover glass on gadgets with a clear varnish. I decided to make the plane a little bit dirty, so I apply wash to the cockpit. The cockpit canopy is made from clear plastic, therefore I can paint outside cockpit frame with a paintbrush, or mask glass with a masking tape and paint frame with an airbrush. I think the result with the airbrush will be better. I add metal mesh to the front radiator because it looks empty and dull. As usual, I cover all seam lines with a putty for plastic and let it dry properly for 5 hours. I already painted engine section, so I must before spraying cover it with a cell adhesive poster gum. The primer is good feature. It will unify surface and reveal me imperfections like dust or scratches. I smooth surface with a soft sandpaper. After some minor repairs, I can finally paint the egg. I use on the bottom side of the model light grey color and then mix darker shade for shading and lighter for highlights. I spray a typical Japan green color on the upper side. And again I paint shading with different colors. It is EggPlane, so do not worry about overdoing shading. On this type of models looks shading much better than on scale models. I need to apply decals and wash, but first I must spray the whole model with clear varnish. Now I finally apply decals, and I use decal setter chemicals like before. And again one layer of varnish over decals, because it will protect the result. The cockpit canopy is, after unmasking, a little bit dusty from spraying, but it is not a problem. I clean dust with isopropyl alcohol. Now I apply dark brown wash. It makes span lines more pronounced. I try to paint exhaust stains with an airbrush and oil paints. I imitate scratches with a silver color and ordinary black foam. But with a paintbrush I have better control under the final result. So the model is finished, but maybe you are asking yourself why the video has another 10 minutes? Because I decided to create a small diorama for such cute model. And what it'll be Japanese plane without cherry tree or sakura. This is a step into the unknown. I already made some small simple trees, but never large and from wires. So I create a bunch of 20 cm long wires and try to make from this material trunk and few branches. Do you think it looks like a tree? I do not know, hard to say. Never mind, I do not want only bare wires, so I cover the whole structure with acrylic putty. I think next time will be easier just use some old root from the forest. I got from my mom a few dry flowers. I use this one. The name of the flower is Gypsophila paniculata, also in English called baby's breath. I glue a lot of flowers with a super glue to the trunk. I try to make it dance as much as possible. Okay, this is interesting, but the tree still looks empty. I try to add more flowers. Now I can say that it looks just a little bit like a tree. It only remains to paint white flowers with a pink and red color. The whole tree is 12 cm tall, so this technique is for larger models, primarily. Now I only need some base. I chose it small as possible, therefore the base has only 15 to 10 cm. I draw size of the airfield, and the rest will be simple grass. I cut out concrete blocks for airfield from plastic board. I create a frame around the whole base from balsa wood. It will nicely cover ugly polystyrene. I still do not have a static grass applicator, therefore I apply alters one by one. Hopefully it is only a small diorama. So, diorama is almost finished. There are still some gaps between blocks, therefore I apply more gravel and fix them with a varnish. In the end, I imitate more weathering with the dry pigments. So, here it is. It was an amusing and relaxing kit. I think I would never buy this kit if it hadn't been like a gift included inside of the original scale kit. However, I changed my mind. I already saw that exist some egg ships and egg tanks, so I'm looking forward to assembling something similar again. And I highly recommend EggPlanes for children, beginners or more experienced modelers who want to try something new. That is all. Thanks for watching and see you next time.